Good morning, crafty friends. Sparkle here. So I just wanted to stop by and say a quick hello and show you some of the things I was working on this week. So these are chip bags, and I made them in Canva. And like these hold a gift card, and you can just put it in there and staple it shut. There's a little bigger one. Um, yeah, so I designed them, and you can use this was the free Canva, but you can buy the pro and you have more options. But I was able to put backgrounds and designs. You know, they're not the best yet, but I'm just learning. And then I made some out of some paper that I had designed. Uh, it was free, and then so I wrote a verse on here, and here's your ingredients and a little barcode, and then I made a smaller one. So I made a bunch to send to my sisters in Texas for Sister Week they're going to have soon. And this one is Carolyn Musing. Leave her link below, but she has a whole series of bags. And these are already formatted, and you just need to fold and seal them. So I also made some of these. Their sister, friends, aunts, grandmas. There's a whole kit of them. And then yesterday, I just thought I needed to make some sweet treats for some little friends. So I got these in a 6-pack, and this is just very rough, but I tried to make a little bag here, and it says, "Hope you have a sweet day." But it almost looks like the package. The coloring is off, but yeah. So I designed the edges and everything, and like I said, I'm just learning, but something fun to do. And those are called chip bags, but you can cover Hershey bars, Rice Krispie treats. These actually were for a bag of chips. The small bag of chips actually fits in here. And then I don't glue them because people might want to save this. So I just put a staple in it, and they can take that out. But yeah, these were designed for chips. But I use them for other things. So I just wanted to share that with you. And today's project is, some of our channels are very gracious to us, and they give us freebies. And I will show you, leave the links, but Carolyn Musing has been great about just sharing things. So these were bookmarks, okay? But what I saw was something completely different. These will make lovely bookmarks. I printed on both sides. You can laminate them, decorate them, do whatever. But Sparkle has to think out of the box. I decided to make these little, just little notebooks. A couple of sheets of paper in here. They're just stapled, nothing fancy. And then I took one of the cards that was in there, and I made a little pocket and put some little treats in there. And it's got 2 scriptures on it. But I'm going to possibly be working with hospice. I just filed an application yesterday, so if that happens, I want to be able to have things that I could just give to people. And then I thought this was cute. One of my little mini books dangled here, or you could put a, if you have a charm, you can put whatever you want. But so you might use up. I think I've used most of my dangles up, but if I have any dangles, they would look cute too. So, yes, I thought we could make some of these on camera. And like I said, it's just a different thought. So they come 4 to a sheet, and then there's the bottom section here. So what I did was, for camera's sake, I just cut one out. I just cut two and I left the seam here, okay? And we're just going to fold it in half. Now, I know it's white, so you can ink it. Or you can cover it, which I'm going to do. But, you know, you can cover it however you want. You could stamp on it. I'm just going to use some washi tape. So then I just took some I just took some 8.5 by 11 pages I printed out, and I cut it in half. And actually, you can get 2 sets out of here. So and I'm just tearing. I'm not even using my scissors. Fold it in half. And then fold these in half. Now you can use more pages. I'm just doing 2 because they can slide into a journal or something. If you give them to somebody, they can just put them where they want. Where's this one? So I hope you're all having a good day. And these just go in here. And I got my big boy, but you can use whatever stapler you have. And put a couple staples in. And you could say it's done, but I like to add a little bit of extra. So I cut one of these little pockets, and it matches this. So I'm just going to glue that in here. Yeah. And then you could add whatever else you want to add in here. On this one, I had some leftovers from another kit, so I added something here, and I put a bow here. And then I added little tags in here, which I'll do off camera. And then I just took a piece of washi. I went in my collection. And I always like to add a little bit of glue because I don't trust it, the washi. So that's that in a nutshell. It's already middle of May. It's already over 100 degrees here in Arizona. We never had winter this year. It just was nice all year. So we're just going to put this down. And give it a trim. There you go. And, you know, these will slip into something. And then you can take, I'm using these teardrop clips. And like I said, if you look through your supplies and you have some dangles made, you can put these in. And they look really sweet. Where's my other one? So you could, oops. Let's see. You can go on here, and maybe I'll put one of my books on here. So there's like mini storybooks I made, and just mini journal page books. So yeah, I'll just put this on here, just for something fun. And you could also, instead of putting a tag in front in here, you could put it back here. So these are just something really simple. There are a lot of things you can do. When I see something, sometimes I see something other than what it was intended for. I think the smaller ones would be cute too. So yeah, so I appreciate the gals that bless us with their freebies. That's really sweet of them. Oops, I went off course there a little bit. So we'll just have to make it work. Get it together, Sparkle. And so yeah, I was sick. I had well, they thought I had pneumonia, but it turned out to be bronchitis, I guess. So that was about 3 weeks of no bueno. I'm not coughing as much, and I can talk a little bit more. So I'm just gonna hope that I don't, because I cut this one a little short. So you get the idea. And yeah, I'm going to make a bunch of these because I think these would be good to leave with my hospice patients if I get accepted into the training. So I want to have a stash of things I can just maybe give to other people that will bless them. So this is a smaller one, so let's just, I like to give a little room. Yeah, that's good. And we'll reverse one of these. I'll line these puppies up here. Okay. So now to close this one, we might just punch a hole, and we could put a ribbon or something in there. Let's get some washi. here. Yeah, and I only went up to the seam here. Okay, let's get a hole punch. I could just use this one. And let's see what we got in our something. So the only thing with this one, to use it, then you'd have to open it up. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put it in the front. Come on, Sparkle. So that you can still open it. And then let's take, let's see. That one is, the Lord is my strength and my shield. His mercies are new every morning. Let's take this one. And let's just put that on the cover here. And it could be a little tuck spot. And then you still can put your little clip on. So there's several different styles just from the freebies here. So I hope you are inspired to see something and just make it your own. You know, it doesn't have to be like it was intended. You know, these will make lovely little gifts, I think. I'll put one of these little mini books. I think I did a video on how I made these, but that's the Pied Piper. I don't know. I just think they're sweet. So be blessed, my friends. Have a lovely day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.